Hi, I'm Jeff Kozlarek, Advertising and Communications Manager for Furuno USA. Today I'll be giving you a guided tour of the GP33, our brand new GPS Navigator. This unit features a 4.3-inch color LCD where you're able to display your GPS information in large format characters or a variety of graphical display modes. We're going to start your tour today by walking through the different display modes. The GP33 features 7 different display modes, 5 that are pre-programmed and 2 that are customizable by you. The first display is the plotter mode that shows your lat long, range, and bearing. The second screen is the highway mode, which shows some basic information of your cross-track error, again your lat long, your bearing, course over ground, range, and speed over ground. Here we have a compass ribbon showing different information such as ETA, time to go, range, bearing, speed over ground, and course over ground. Here's a screen that shows your lat long, your speed over ground, and course over ground in large numbers. Here we have the final preset mode, which is a satellite status page. You'll notice on the right-hand side here, it shows the status and the strength of the signals for all 14 satellites. The last 2 modes are user programmable. Here we have a speedometer showing your position and speed over ground. And we also have a compass that shows course over ground and speed over ground. In addition to these 2 custom modes, we also have the ability to display a variety of information in several different formats. For example, we can have a digital display that is split into 1, 2, 3, or 4 different areas. Here we're showing a single area for course over ground. Here we've split the display in 2 areas with course over ground on the top and speed over ground on the bottom. Here we have the screen split in 3 areas, course over ground on top, speed over ground and bearing on the bottom. And finally here we've split the screen in 4 areas with course over ground and speed over ground on the top, bearing and cross-track error on the bottom. You can quickly customize the information displayed here by simply pressing the Enter button, moving your cursor to select the area you want to update, hit Enter again, select the information you're looking for and select Enter. It will automatically update the information with the new one that you've selected. It's really quite simple to change the custom modes. You can do this on the fly. Simply be on one of the custom mode screens, hold down the Enter key. A menu will come up asking you what display you want to change, if it's display 1 or display 2. If I want to change display 2, I select that with the Enter key. Then an option comes up asking me if I want to have a digital display, a speedometer, course over ground, or turn the display off. If I select digital, hit Enter, now it's asking me, do I want to do a single display, split screen, in 2, 3, or 4? I simply hit Enter to select that, and now it's asking me what information do I want to show. And now I have a full list of information here of different items that I can show on the screen. Once I select those, simply hit the display key and I'm back out to my new custom display. As I mentioned earlier, the GP33 has a 4.3-inch color LCD display. The display is bright and the colors are brilliant. But if you want to change that, you have the option of changing that in the menu. You can simply, when you go to the custom screen, hit Enter, and then up at the top it says Graphic. I'm going to change the selection from B to A. I'll hit Enter and then Display, and you notice that the color has gone off the screen. Essentially, we have a black and white display now. But what's great about this 4.3-inch display that's on the GP33 is that it's a bright display. You can see it in daylight, and you can dim it so that you can see it at night as well. Also, the numbers and the graphics are very large so that it's easy to see no matter what screen you're on. So as you go through the different screens, if it's a cross-track error, it's easily seen. And don't forget, you can also customize your display so that you can show one large number or split it into 4 screens if you want to have more information. The GP33 display itself can be either gimbal mounted as seen here, or you can flush mount it into your helm by unsnapping this front cover, mounting it from the front, and then putting the cover back on. You'll notice that the cover has a 10mm standoff, and this is the same as our NavNet 3D system. If you are retrofitting the GP33 for a GP32 or even an RD30, you'll want to purchase the optional faceplate that will allow you to fill that space that's taken up by the GP32. The GP33 utilizes the NMEA 01A3 or NMEA 2000 interface. And in the box comes standard an NMEA 2000 cable that actually can be used to power the display as well. In addition to that, in the box you'll find a GPS antenna. This antenna is the standard antenna that we use for the GP32, the GP1650Ws and 1850Ws. If you already have one of those on your boat, you can utilize that same antenna and keep this antenna as a spare. Taking a look at the back panel of the display, you'll notice that we have a 10-pin NMEA 0183 plug here that can output RS422 or RS232. This can also be used for the MOB contact closure. Here we have a standard TNC antenna plug. And finally, we have a standard NMEA 2000 plug that uses our Furuno CAN bus system. We call it CAN bus because it is NMEA 2000, but it goes beyond the normal requirements of NMEA 2000. So the GP33 is a great little unit that's packed full of features. It has a 4.3-inch color LCD display that is 700 candela, perfect for sunlight viewability. It also has an NMEA 2000 interface and an NMEA 0183 interface. It has an optional contact closure for MOB, and it can store up to 10,000 waypoints, 100 routes, and 3,000 track points. It has 7 different display modes, 5 which are pre-programmed, but 2 that can be customized by you. If you'd like more information on the GP33, go to our website at www.furunousa.com and go to the GP33 page. Thanks for joining us on this guided tour of the GP33, our new GPS Navigator.